To make component event scripting a little bit easier, when you pick an event that you want to add an action for, you get to pick from one of these 5 script builders. So each of these different tabs represents a different kind of commonly performed action that users typically associate with events. But it's important to realize that all of these first 4 tabs, they're really just generating scripts, and if you ever configure them and switch to the 5th tab, you can see the script that's generated. This is also a really handy way to help teach yourself the scripting language. So for example, if we wanted to make pressing this button open a window, we could just say instead of no action we want to do an open or a swap, and let's say we're going to open a pop-up window. Now if we switch over to the script editor, you can see how this is accomplished. It's 2 system calls, system.nav for navigation.openWindow, and then system.nav.centerWindow. And if we switch back to the navigation tab, let's say we wanted to add a confirmation dialog box. So we say, yeah, require confirmation, and now we can go back to the script editor and you can see how that script has changed. The set tag value script builder is used, not surprisingly, to set a tag. So if we wanted this button to set a tag value, we could select this tab, hit this radio button, pick a tag to write to, and it's that easy. So we could say, okay, writable integer 2, and I want to write the value 7, and now when we click on this button, let's change our mode to read write. We're going to write a 7 to writable value. There it is right there. And again, we can see how this is done here. So you can see there's a call to system.tag.write to tag. Now it's important to realize that whenever you pick an action, if you had previously picked another action in a different tab, it's overwritten by enabling any of these builders. So if I go and say I want to run a SQL update query, if I pick that, my set tag value action is then no longer used. You can only use one of these at a time. So if you need to do 2 things at once, you just go straight to the script editor and do 2 things at once. You can, because of course once you're writing your own script for an event, you can do whatever you'd like. So the SQL update script builder is used to run a query, so you get to browse all of your databases here and pick an area, and it'll attempt to come up with an appropriate update query for you. And then there's the set property builder, which let's use that one. So let's say we want, when this button is pressed, we want to set the text of a label to something. So we're going to go in here, choose set property, and then this lets us find our label right here, label, and we want to change the text property of the label. And let's just change it to a string. This is a label. And we can take a look at the script that's generated for this action, just to help us learn how finding other components on the window works. But if we just hit OK, we can run in preview mode, hit our button, and watch our action take effect.